This video right here is for the players that are newer to the game. I've done coaching in this game, and I have to be honest with you guys and say this. One of the biggest things that I've noticed that newer players do, and I'm gonna name off a couple while I sit here and fight, and you guys are gonna notice this because I had someone comment on my video and they said, "Oh, well, you can't take advantage of lower tier players' mistakes because you don't know what they're gonna do." Well, lower tier players are gonna be easier to make reads. Lower tier players will do random things, but they will always have more patterns. Okay, lower tier players' patterns will show really quickly on what they want to do, and as you do that, that's when you adjust. Now the higher tier players won't make those mistakes quite often, and that's the difference between the higher tier player and a lower tier player. Also, something that I noticed that lower tier players do is they don't know when to trade. They don't know when to take advantage of an opportunity. They also will like to back up consistent. Like, look at this opponent I'm going against, right? He's circling and backing up, and all I'm doing is walking towards him, right? I've put no pressure on him, but he's backed up to the cage. I'm not even throwing many strikes, but he has his back on the cage. All this does is help me out. I'm not pressuring him at all. I'm not throwing a lot of strikes, and he has his back on the cage. A lot of people do this, even in a higher tier division. People will back up and give somebody respect for no reason. I've done nothing for him to be backed up to the cage. Nothing. Besides walk forward. Now, with him getting pressure like this, all this is going to do is hurt him, because if he gets rocked, he's going to be near the cage, and he's going to get put into the ground and pound scenario. Another thing that newer players like to do, or not newer players, but lower tier players will do, is throw punches while moving forward. Really big one. It's a really big one. You don't understand how slow you are until you throw punches while moving forward. And you're so used to throwing punches while moving forward that you're not going to realize how fast it is to plant your feet, bro. Also, as I was doing more coaching in the game, I noticed a few of my clients, basically, I asked them what's their play style. They say they like to be kickboxers, and they'll choose kickboxers. But when I watch them play, they're predominantly boxing. So understand your style. If you like to kickbox, you're going to have to learn when to throw kicks, what ranges are kicks to throw, not throwing kicks while moving forward. I think that's one of the biggest issues. Is a lot of people will throw kicks moving forward. Like right here, I know I'm in range, he's backing up. I know I'm in range, he's backing up. Right there. You got to understand that range, right? Obviously, you have to things like overthrowing. A lot of the people in the lower tier divisions will throw combinations in situations they don't need to, right? So I'm pressuring this guy, but notice how this is someone, I'm not sure what division he's in, but I've noticed that he does have some skill behind him. What he's doing is he got hit with some good punches. He took the time to chill and recover. Chill and recover. Now in this third round, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up, and hopefully he pressures me, and I'm gonna show you what exactly you should do if someone is pressuring. He's probably gonna back up instantly. Okay, nope. I'm gonna show you if someone is pressuring you, right? There's a couple things you can do. He's pressuring me. I can block his shots, right? Or I can eat the shots, and I can try to circle. I can try to do one of these where I slip and lunge out like that, or I'll just lunge out like that. You see, I can get back to the center. Or you clinch them to, take off some of the pressure. Okay, nice. Also, newer players, you guys got to understand the matchups. If you're using someone that is predominantly a boxer, and you're going against somebody that is a kickboxer, you gotta stay away from their kicks. Now look at my opponent. Back near the cage. Now I can just pressure him really well. right? I can pressure him. Because again, that back on the cage stuff is just so dangerous. It really is. Now I'm going to recover my head health. I'm not going to trade again. I can be in range and I can just block. And I can depend on my block. Nice. Now he's Sean O'Malley. I know he likes to do kicks. I know he's going to kick. Nope. Also, get used to adapting and adjusting, guys. So many times I see, and it's like you guys don't know what to do. You see here? Now I'm gonna get out of here. Look, boom, I'm out of there. And now, well, I got head kicked, but now, oh, that was clean. I got to the center. I got to the center there. Nope. Go to the body. Go to the body. And that's another big thing, is paying attention where people are, are blocking. If someone is consistently blocking high, attack them low. Give them something to think about to the body. Otherwise, you're literally playing into the way that they want you to play. Okay. Nope. Last time he did a high kick here. Mistake there. Okay. Nope. Good jab. Okay, that's fine. Boom, man, I'm in kicking range. I'm in kicking range. Boom, I'm in kicking range. No. All right, here we go. That was round 2. I'm genuinely I'm not afraid of nothing. I feel like I can win this fight easily. I'm pretty sure we're winning. We were 1-0 going into the second. He got that knockdown, so he probably took the round. But he's not giving me too much to think about as far as offense. I know I can rock him, so I'm chilling. I'm literally chilling now. I'm gonna put some pressure on him in this round. Also, I could look to take this guy down, but I'm gonna try to do it in striking and not the wrestling, because he's putting his back near the cage. All right, back near the cage. I can put him in a position and basically do what I want. All right, here we go. Nice. We're gonna put some pressure on him. He's gonna look to teep. Nope. That's fine. He's gonna look to teep. And when he does, I'm gonna try to dip in and out of range. There it goes. Look at the block. Now he gotta wear it by his head health. And we get up out of there. Oop, made a mistake again. Attack the body. See? His whole game plan is around trying to get that high kick. Nope. Watch the teep. We're gonna dip in and out to try to get him to throw something. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Now I'm at a point in the fight where I'm not worried about my body health anymore, so I'm just blocking high. I do need to be careful because it isn't the best, but he isn't pressuring my body health. Okay. Now we got a knockdown. Look at his head health. His head health is really low. This guy isn't moving his head as much. Like as much where I feel like I'm in fear of throwing my 1-2. So I'm gonna keep that 1-2 on him. Because he wants to keep me on the outside. 1-2. That was nice. He's gonna high kick. Like we gotta expect the high kick. There we go. Boom, rock him. Look at it. And we're just pressuring. We're throwing one strike at a time. Oh. See right here, now he's just looking for a counter. So I don't give him the counter. Remember, we knocked him down. But I want to get him up out of here. His back is near the cage. You have to get your back off the cage. This is why. When you get rocked and your back is near the cage, all you can depend on is your block and head movement. But if you're not with your back on the cage, you can move around and back up. This was the perfect example of what I'm talking about. If you want to be a pressure fighter, this was a good example. You want to learn how to fight on the back foot? This is a good example. This was the perfect video for you guys if you're looking to learn. If you absorbed and took everything that I said and listened and paid attention, you would realize the mistakes that he made and you would correct them for yourself. Simple as that, man. I wanted to hop on here and educate you guys a little bit onto some UFC 5 things. If you guys are interested in coaching, hit my DM on Instagram, hit my DM on Twitter, and I'll help you out as far as how you can get that set up. Yes, it is paid coaching, but nonetheless, you're going to get some really good information out of it. And I record the whole session and send it back to you so you can always watch and understand what was going on. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys' time. I hope you guys stay up, stay blessed, and keep moving forward. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you.